Nityan's mercy that helps us to have Lord Chaitanya in our hearts and get really the most magnificent incarnation Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired to have with us, that is Krishna Prem. So we'll discuss not so much and finish our topic maybe within scheduled time. Before that we'll sing the song of Lochan Das Thakur. If you can follow, okay, otherwise we'll just read the translation of that song and start our lecture. Parama Karuna Pahundui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Sabavatara Sarasiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudruda Vishwasa Kari Bisaya Chaniya Serase Majiya Mukhe Bola Hari Hari Dekho re bhai Tribhuvane nai Mana dayal data Pasu pakhi jure pasana bidare suni jar guna gata Sansare majiya rahila padiya se pade na hoilo asa Apona karama punjai samana kai lochana dasa Parama karuna pahundoi jana nitai gaura chandra Sabavatara Sarasiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudruda Vishwasa Kari Bisaya Chadiya Serase Majiya Mukhe Bola Hari Hari Dekho re bhai Tribhuvan nai Mana dayal data पशु पक्षी झोरे पाषाण विधरे सुनि जार गुण गाथा संसारे मजिया रहिल पड़िया से पदे ना होइल आशा आपन करम भुंजाई समन कहि लोचन दास जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय निताय गौरांग निताय गौरांग निताय गौरांग निताय गौरांग निताय गौरांग गौर हरे जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन गौर हरे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा माधव राधे जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय राधा गोपाल जी राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भगो तुम्हें निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की इस्कॉन बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नमाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन देव की जय श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्री शिव नित्यानंद प्रभुंकर लीला कीर्तन की निदाई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga जय शिला प्रभुपाद जय शिला गौर भक्त वृंद की जय शिला गुरुदेव की जय जय आविड गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। तो टुडे What introduce? The smallest of the smallest of the love. That's take more time. What introduction will give? Already class is there. Too much.
Today, with our immense good fortune, we have got the association of His Holiness Bhakti Vilakshan Atmārāmānanda Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj.
Krishna Chaitanya Swami. The Ipataka Maharaj told me, I had given you such a name that you have to utter yourself and tell others to make it practice. It is a very long name. I told Maharaj, I am really sorry that I can't utter. Now, yes, you have to. On behalf of Gaur Gobind Maharaj, I am giving you sannyas with this name. He had never given such a long name to anybody. It is, I think, I don't know what it is for me. And please repeat so that at least His Holiness Jayapataka Swami should be satisfied. Hare Krishna.
His Holiness Bhakti Vilakshan Atmārāmānanda Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj ki Jai! Maharaj joined in this call during 1982. He became full-time devotee in the temple, living his very special luxurious government job in the year of 1988. He completed his graduation in science from Bakshi Japanto College, Bhubaneswar, BJV College. In the year of 1982, he completed his engineering course also, and subsequently he received initiation from Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. His first initiation was during 1985, and subsequently he got second initiation in 1987. And it was one time he received a big offer to become a professor in microbiology in Delhi University. Imagine those days, 80s. But his spiritual master told him that I want to become a professor in Krishna consciousness and preach all over the globe the science of Krishna consciousness. During 2025, Maharaj received sannyas out of life. He is one of the wonderful sannyasi, dedicated 42 years of his life residing in the sacred ashram, Bhubaneswar Krishna Temple. And he already preached science of Krishna consciousness and Mahaprabhu's mission all over the globe, mostly in very special countries like USA, London, Germany, France, South Africa, Middle East, and so many parts of Indian subcontinent. He was 8 years serving as vice president and 4 years serving as president of ISKCON Bhubaneswar. And he was director of fundraising, life membership department for 30 years, and he cultivated and enrolled more than thousands of life members for ISKCON Bhubaneswar. Till now, he is chief editor of Back to God magazine in Oriya language. For last 40 years, he is doing this service. He has already translated more than 50 numbers of Srila Prabhupada books in Bengali and Hindi books to Oriya language. Some important books like PLM,
Prabhupada Lilamrita.
Prabhupada Lilamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, three cantos like 10th canto, 11th canto, 12th canto. He had personally motivated the government of Odisha for a patch of land to construct Guruja temple in Bhubaneswar. And he had single-handedly raised funds required for the Guruja project. Till now, he has reached many people, mostly students, to practice Bhakti Yoga for their spiritual benefit. More will have to be here now. Hare Krishna. Let us once again joyfully receive Maharaj to ISKCON Hyderabad by loudly chanting Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Very nice. Dancing, kirtan, wedding, and tomorrow your Mangalarti kirtan. Okay? Hare Krishna. What you heard from my friend, it is all false designations. So Gaur Gobind Maharaj, with one hammering, finished all these things. And to leave all these positions or education or service in government, everything, he told these are all material items. I want to refine you totally in spiritual way of life as Srila Prabhupada desired. So you should be very much be in touch with me, and I want to give you the cream of Krishna consciousness which you can taste and let others also taste. In this way, that's a very, very just very austere life. You have to speak it, then it take more hours or days. We should not go to that side. I am again paying my Dandavat Pranam to my most revered spiritual master, Srila Gaura Govinda Goswami Guru Maharaj. So also to Srila Prabhupada, my grand spiritual master. I had a very good connection with Prabhupada before joining with ISKCON. Because Gaur Govind Maharaj had published a book at that time called Bhagavad Darshan. That's not monthly periodical, that's a 64-page small book in Oriya language. There he had given different topics on Krishna consciousness. So also maybe 2 lectures of Srila Prabhupada. The last page of the book there was a picture of Prabhupada, not in printing form but in just like a art form. Somebody was drawing that art. And when I was looking at it, it was exactly looked like the grandfather of mine, of my material parents. So I just called all of, we are in a joint family system. At that time we are 6 to 7 brothers and sisters there. Our uncle and others are there. So I told them that the picture itself we had seen here, it is written a very big name, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. We can't understand all these things. We'll call him as Prabhupada, okay. But this Prabhupada who is, I do not know. But this Prabhupada exactly looks like our grandfather, means father's father. So is it okay? All agreed. Our vote unanimously gone in favor of Prabhupada and grandfather. Then we thought how to meet this grandfather, not a spiritual master or founder acharya of ISKCON. Ultimately I saw the address. Thereafter just proceeded to ISKCON temple, not temple at that time, it was just a cottage was there and some banana trees are there near to NH5 at Nayapalli village. So there our Revered Gurudev was doing some translation works as desired by Prabhupada. English Bhagavatam to Odia language. So there I just stood very, if people are acquainted with it, just having my education from BJP college, I thought I had owned the whole world. Nobody is compared to me. So immediately I just rushed to his room. Somebody told it is the room here, Maharaj is here. He was just looking at Bhagavatam, doing translation. You can't believe. I'm sorry to say, with utmost false ego, I shouted like anything. Can I meet Gaur Govind Maharaj? It was creating a vibration there. Not Maharaj, Swami. Then he just, with his spec, it was like this, just looking at me in this way. I don't know why this gentleman is looking at me. So rascal is sitting the personality. You see, false ego of your materialization take you to what extent that you can't believe. My sincere prayer to all of you to become a devotee of Krishna or Radharani or Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra or Gaurnitai or Srila Prabhupada or the assembled Vaishnavas, please throw it out to the garbage, false ego. Then you will become a very nice devotee. That's my first experience. So he immediately looked like this. I am Gaur Govind Swami. Very politely, humbly, as if I can't express. Though he had given his identity, such a rascal I am. I was just feeling like anything, and how he's very humble, his behavior. So I immediately paid. That's our tradition family. Whomever will meet the sadhu will have to pay obeisance, putting our head on the ground. That is the family sanskar, not to put like this or extra, no. So ultimately he told where from you came, what's your present, agendas and what you are doing, next future programs, and how you feel, how you come here. In this way he had made some just introductory. Thereafter I had given certain informations. Then he told you should come regularly to our Bhagavatam class and become a member of our BTG Odia subscription. At that time it was yearly magazine subscription 15 rupees per year. So immediately he gave me 2 pieces of BTG Odia, and thereafter regularly I came to his class. And afterwards all these things happened. So unless we have the association of dear and pure devotees of the Lord, it is very difficult to practice Krishna consciousness. Not possible in this age of Kali. It was their divine desire, and Prabhupada is most merciful, for which we all are gathered here and having a good discussion over the spiritual topics. And today's most important topic is the pastimes of Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda's Leela is inconceivable, and it is a never-ending topic. To some extent we can understand Krishna, who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, but to understand Nityananda is very, very difficult. Because it is a very deep, meaningful, character. Unless he showers his mercy, it is not possible for us. So this poem itself by Lochandas Thakur, the two lords Nitai Gaurachandra are very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that they introduce a process of chanting and dancing that is simply joyful. My dear brother, I request that you just Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. Simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare without any motive. My dear brother, examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda. They are merciful. They are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. But Lochandas, he regrets that I am entrapped by sense gratification. Since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, then Jamaraj, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this movement. It is its own realization. After all, he is a very great devotee, but devotees' ornament is they maintain most humility in their life, so that we learn so many things from their day-to-day life and their movement, their practice, everything. So Lord Nityananda, he is the personification of all the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's why when you want to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya or Krishna Prem, we should deeply try to understand this philosophy of Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda, he himself had appeared here out of his causeless mercy. Because when Sriman Mahaprabhu appeared here as Prem Purushottam to test the real love of Godhead or Krishna Prem, Nam Prem, simultaneously he wanted to distribute it to the conditioned souls of this age of Kali. And ultimately, to enhance that mood, the mood of deep devotional love for Supreme Lord Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu appeared to just help him in this matter. And in this case, we know this is material world, material universe, and above it is the spiritual sky, spiritual world, which is known as Parabhyama. And like this, so many Parabhyamas are there. And amongst all of them, the abode of Krishna is the highest abode in the spiritual world. And Krishna, in his dham, there are three different parts in Krishna Loka. That is Dwaraka, Mathura and Gokul. In those places, Lord himself had manifested in different forms as per the mellows released by the devotees in the different parts of that Krishna Loka. In that Krishna Loka, there is a place called Swetadipa. And in Swetadipa, there are so many different Leelas of Krishna also there. But in that spiritual sky, Krishna Loka, below the Krishna Loka is a Vaikuntha Loka, Vaikuntha planet. And in every Vaikuntha planet, there is Chaturbhuja manifestation of the Lord. And in those planets, Chaturbhuja Narayan, 400 form of Narayan, the manifestation Krishna or Balaram is there. And mostly in Krishna's planet, Krishna Loka, Sri Balaram is known as Supreme Personality Sankarsana himself. The main root is Sankarsana, who is Balaram himself. And from this Sankarsana, another expansion of Sankarsana comes, that is called Mahasankarsana. He is the main or mula or root Sankarsana, and from him comes the expansion Mahasankarsana. And he is just living in the all Vaikuntha planets. In this way, his transcendental energy, through his transcendental energy, he kept all these planets under his control. Where all the jivas, the souls, they are just with the dham, with the planet, they are remain under the control of that Mula Sankarsana, that Mahasankarsana. Again, it is such a place or such places where there is no influence of this material energy. And those places or dhams, the Lord's next manifestation, second Chaturbhuja, again manifests there. And on those Vaikuntha planets, besides this, out of the Vaikuntha planets, there are different nirvishas, means, the effulgence, bodily effulgence of the Lord is there, which is known as Brahma Loka, not Brahma's planet. The Brahma effulgence, the transcendental effulgence coming from the body of the Supreme Lord, that is called Brahma Loka. And in Brahma Lokas, outside of Brahma Lok, there is transcendental water called causal ocean. And this material energy has no strength to touch this causal ocean or go beyond, to go across that ocean. In this way, in that causal ocean, Mahasankarsana, he has his manifestation, Purushavatar Mahavishnu. He is lying there on the Anantadev, where Goddess Lakshmi is just serving the Supreme Lord as his maid servant. That's why in Chaitanya Charitamrita Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has given his description, Sankarsana Karanodosai, Garbhodosayasai, Payabdhisai, Sesascha Jasyansa Kalaha, Sa Nityanandakya Ramang Sharanang Mamastu. Because by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, at the age of 81, this Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was able to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, this Sankarsana or Karan Garbha Khiradhisai Vishnuj and the portion of Sesa, Nityananda or Baladev are always my most worshipable lords. He's out of humility, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has expressed his feelings. And Sankarsana, Sesanag, Karanabdhisai, Garbhutukasai, Khirabdhisai Vishnuj are his Kala or Kala, that is called Ansa means Kala. They are expansion of the expansion of the expansion of Mahasankarsana. In another verse, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had told, Mayatite Vyapi Vaikuntha Loke Purneshwarjai Sri Chatur Viho Madhye Rupang Jasye Tang Bhati Shankar Shanakhyang Sri Nityananda Ramang Prapadde. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha, these are the Chaturvihas. And among them the Sankarshan, who is known as Sankarshan, Sri Nityananda Ram, I am just surrendering myself at his divine lotus feet. And that Nityananda is he has all the opulence of the Lord. And he remains in Vaikuntha planet above this material creation. And this Nityananda Tattva, who is very, very difficult to be understood and very mystic point in Sri Gaura Lila. In Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur had written, Bada Gudha Nityananda Ei Avatare. We can understand Baladev or Balaram, but to understand Nityananda is very difficult because his philosophy is very deep, deeper and deepest. And in the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, he is that Sankarshan, he is the most important personality. In every millennium, he appears. When Lord came as Sri Ram, he appeared as his younger brother Sri Lakshman. When he appeared as Sri Krishna, he appeared as his elder brother Sri Balaram. And in Sri Gaura Avatar, he came as Sri Nityananda. And among all the incarnations of the Lord, in that Gaura Lila, in Gaura Avatar, Sri Nityananda is the most mystic. And he is beyond Abang Manasya Gochara. We can't think of him. We can't expect anything from our own speculation. It is most deepest philosophy, and by the mercy of Lord Gauranga, we can understand Nityananda. And Nityananda, he appeared in the Radhadesh of West Bengal, in the village Ekachakra. Father was Hadai Pandit and mother was Padmavati. He has 4 brothers, of which Nityananda is the eldest son. And with all auspicious signs, he appeared, but he kept his identity secret, Lord Nityananda. And with the village boys, he started to play different pastimes of the Lord, as Lord had made in Krishna Lila, so else in Lord Ram's Lila, as Marjada Purushottam. In this way, Srimad Mahaprabhu himself had given us the chance to know the secret of the appearance of Lord Nityananda. Before Srimad Mahaprabhu met Lord Nityananda, once he had declared in front of all the Vaishnavas that Are bhai dina dui tinera bhitare kono mahapurusha eka asibo ethare. Mahaprabhu symbolically told them that, O Vaishnavas, within day or two, a great personality will appear here and we will have the chance to have darshan of him. When Mahaprabhu in this way started his Sankirtan in Navadvip and he reached at Nandanacharya's residence. That day, in the early morning, Gaur Sundar met all the Vaishnavas and told, O dear devotees, I had told you about the great personality who is coming. Already he had appeared. And I had saw a dream yesterday. He was coming with a chariot called Taladhwaja. You know, Baladev's chariot were pulling in Puri everywhere. That is called Taladhwaja. And in that Taladhwaja's chariot, there is some personality, and that chariot came and just parked in front of my house. And in that chariot, there was a very big personality, very strong and stout. And he was having a very big, pillar, stamba on his shoulder. And in his left hand, he had a kamandalu, which is bound up with a cane, betra. In this way, his dress was blue dress. And in his head, he had a big turban with blue color. And in his left corner, left ear, there is a kundal, means a ear ring. And from his appearance, I thought he is the Baladev from Brajapuri. Because he knew it, but to identify the personality with the devotees, Lord explained it that way. And he was always asking, is it the house of Nimai Pandit? In this way, he was very, very just gigantic and in a abodhut besa. And he was in very just udanda murti. Like we are sometimes doing kirtan, ecstatic. So in that a very ecstatic mood he was. And just Mahaprabhu told, I had never seen such a transcendental form in my life. If Mahaprabhu is admitting he had never seen, who cares to us? What about us? And Mahaprabhu told, just having darshan of that huge form of the Lord, I just feel I am very much just surprised. What is this? What can I do? In this way, you are a little bit perplexed. And he inquired from Mahaprabhu. And before that, Mahaprabhu asked him, who are you, Mahajan? Please give your identity. Then Avadhuta replied, oh my dear brother, I will meet you tomorrow. Then, from Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur explained it. Sabakara sthane Prabhu kahe na apane aji ami aparupa dekhila swapane taladhwaja eka ratha sansare sara ଆସିଆ ରହିଲା ରଥ ଆମର ଦୁଆର ତାର ମାଝେ ଦେଖି ଏକ ପ୍ରକାଣ୍ଡ ଶରୀର ମହା ଏକ ସ୍ତମ୍ଭ ସ୍କନ୍ଧେ ଗତି ନହି ସ୍ଥିର ବେତ୍ର ବାନ୍ଧା ଏକ କାନା କୁମ୍ଭ ବାମ ହଇତେ ନୀଳ ବସ୍ତ୍ର ପରିଧାନ ନୀଳ ବସ୍ତ୍ର ମାଥେ ବାମ ଶ୍ରୁତି ମୂଳେ ଏକ କୁଣ୍ଡଳ ବିଚିତ୍ର ଫଳଧର ଭାତ ନବୁ ଯିଏ ସେ ଚରିତ୍ର এই বাড়ি নিমাই পণ্ডে তেরা হায়া হায়া 10-12 20-12 এই কথা কয়া মহা অবধূত বেশা পরম প্রচণ্ড আর কভু নাহি দেখি এ মন উদণ্ড দেখিয়া সম্ভ্রম বড় পাইলাম আমি, জিজ্ঞাসিল আমি কোন মহাজন তুমি, হাসিয়া মারে বলে এই ভাই হয় তোমার আমার কালি হবে পরিচয়. This is the exact version of Vrindavan Das Thakur, what we had explained before. So after saying this, Mahaprabhu had a very change of his mood immediately, and with the mood of Sri Balaram, Mahaprabhu himself remained ecstatic. He had made a very roaring sound, which was so much that everybody was feared where from it is coming. And Mahaprabhu told, bring me Madira, bring me Madira. Means liquor they are taking in that way, they are transcendental personalities. So Balaram was also, when he was doing his Rasa Leela in with Krishna and the Leela with Krishna, he had made separately his Rasa Leela. He just took Kadambari, you know, that Madira. Here Mahaprabhu in that mood is asking, give me Madira. And Mahaprabhu's rear associate Srivas told, what Madira you want, it is with you, and you are distributing it to others. Then when Mahaprabhu heard it, his eyes became reddened, and with like Haladhar, he just started to move his all the wings. And then he came to his normal form and told to the devotees, He na bujhe moro chite laika katha kono moha purushe ka আসিয়াছে থা পূর্বে আমি বলিয়াছে তোমা সবার স্থানে কোনময় মহাজন সঙ্গে হে বদরসনে চল হরিদাস চল শ্রীবাস পণ্ডিতা গৃহ গিয়া দেখিয়ে আইসে কোন ভেতা. Then Mahaprabhu ordered Srivas and Haridas that you both of you should just inquire where is that personality is just residing. And they just inquired entire Navadip, and within that 3 praharas had already been passed. Which are 1 prahara is 3 hours, so 9 hours passed. Thereafter they could not find such stranger where he is. Then they came to the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and told, Nibedila asi dohi Prabhura charane upadhika kothana हिलादरसने कि वैष्णव कि सन्यासी कि गृहस्थ तल पाषंडीर घर आदि देखिल सकल चाहिलाम सर्वनव द्वीपजार नाम सबे ना चाहिल प्रभु গিয়া অন্য গ্রাম দুহার বচন শুনি হাসে গৌর চন্দ্র ছলে বুঝাইলে বড় গূঢ় নিত্যানন্দ. Mahaprabhu went everywhere. What about Vaishnavas, sannyasis, grihasthas? We had not spared a single home. Even we had gone to the Pashandi's house, but nowhere we found that strange personality. And Navadip, everywhere up Navadip we had inquired, but we had not found anywhere else. When Mahaprabhu heard all this, he laughed. He told, this Nityananda is vast secret, bada guda tattva. You can't find him easily. In this way, Vrindavan Das Thakur had given one single line here. Chaitanya dekhai jare se dekhite pare. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will show you, then you can see Nityananda or realize Nityananda. Otherwise, not possible. Then Mahaprabhu little laughed and told them that, okay, you had not just found him out, but I know, I am dead sure he is a Gudha Tattva. Definitely he is already remaining somewhere within this Navadvip. So let us go together, all of us will inquire where that personality is. In this way, all shouted, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. In this way, they shouted, and with Mahaprabhu, they are in group. They are inquiring where is that Avadhuta. And Mahaprabhu took all of them. Gradually, they come to the house of Nandanacharya, residence of Nandanacharya. And what they had seen of darshan, that is explained by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Basiyache kamaha purusaratana sabe dekhile na jena koti surya sama alakhita abe sabo jana nahi jaya dhyana sukhe paripurna hasoye sadaya mohabhakti jogo prabhu bujhiya taharo ganasah vishwambara hela namaskara nityananda samukhera hila vishwambara चिन्हिले न नित्यानंद अपना ईश्वर हरि से स्तंभित हिला नित्यानंद रय एक दृष्टि हई विश्व भर रूप छाया रसनाय लिए जेना दरसने पना भुजे जेन आलिंगन नासिकाए प्रघ्राण एई मत नित्यानंद स्तंभित ना बोले ना करे किछि सबे विस्मिता. In this way, Mahaprabhu saw Lord Nityananda in Nandanacharya's residence, and the effulgence coming from his body is not even equal to crores of sun's rays. How brilliant he was, just imagine. And he is with something inattentive in his position, and he is always deeply meditating on something which nobody could understand. And everybody could realize he is in Mahabhakti Yoga. And Mahaprabhu himself, along with others, paid obeisances to Lord Nityananda. Then, when Mahaprabhu come to the front of Lord Nityananda, Nityananda could recognize, this is my Ishvara, my Prabhu. With smiling face, he remained grave. And he was looking at the real form, divine form of Vishwambara, and with his lips, with his just, tongue, as if he's just tasting the, the real transcendental form of the Lord. And with his nostrils, he's just smelling the beautiful smell from the Lord's divine body. And with his, as if with his own hands, he is just embracing the Lord. But he is in a very static mood. In this way, Lord Nityananda remained grave, and he had not told anything to anybody else. Looking at this, of Lord Nityananda's that very, very just grave form, Mahaprabhu wanted that everybody should now try to understand what Nityananda is. So he instructed, he made a plan, tricks. He just asked, Srivas, you do one thing, you should recite a particular verse or text from Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very much, full of all sweetest of the sweet mellow of the Lord's pastimes. And Srivas, with his very fine tune, devotional tune, he uttered the text what Mahaprabhu wanted. Barapidang natavarabapo karnayo karnikarang bibhradasa kanaka kapisang baijantanchamalam randhran venu radharsudaya purayan gopavrundai Vrindavanang Shapadaramanang Pravisat Gita Kirti. He just recited that verse. And meaning of that is, the most beautiful Brajagopis, when they tried to explain the sound of the flute of Supreme Lord Krishna in their sweetest way of just explanation, they are so much deeply meditated or merged in that explanation that Krishna's that beautiful form which had just manifested within them, Srila Sukadeva Goswami had given that explanation. What? That Lord has in his head the peacock feather, and with the 2 ears their karnikar kushuma, and his dress was kanakavarna pitavasana. You know all these words, I should not explain. And with his neck there is Baijanti Mala. And in this way, Lord Krishna with his the lips, he's just filling up the whole of the flute with his nectarian, mellows coming through his lips. And in this way, he was praised by the cowherd boys. Those are glorifying always the transcendental qualities of the Lord. And with these surroundings, Lord himself is entering into Vrindavan forest, and that scene or that view or that particular situation was so charming and so much spiritually to be tested, that is beyond expression. It is the meaning of this verse. And when Srivas uttered this text, by hearing it, Nityananda Prabhu with a deep ecstatic mood remained fainted, and his body is totally inactive, and he is with deepest and greatest pleasure he remained silent. And Mahaprabhu told Srivas, again and again you should recite this text. When Srivas was continuously repeating the same text or verse, this Nityananda Prabhu became again, Unumatta, beyond control of everybody. And with Ananda Aves, himself is Nitya Anandamaya, still with more pleasure, with more taste of this pleasure of this verse, he remained totally in a very Unumatta stage, uncontrolled stage. And with deep, roaring like lion, he was just rolling on the ground. And Vrindavan Das Thakur explained that situation exactly in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Puna puna sloka suni badhoye unmada brahmanda bhedayena suni singanada alakhite antarikhe পড়য়ে ছাড় সবে মনে ভাবে কিবা চূর্ণ হইল হাড় अन्येरे की दाए वैष्णवेर लागे भया रक्ष कृष्ण सबे ओ स्मराया गोड़ा गणी जाए प्रभु पृथ्वीर तले कलेवर पूर्ण हईल नयनेर जले विश्वम्भर मुख चाही छाड़े घन श्वास अंतरे आनंद क्षणे क्षणे महास क्षणे नृत्य क्षणे गान क्षणे बाहु ताल क्षणे जोड़े जोड़े लंफ देखी देई देखी बाल देखिया अद्भुत कृष्ण उन्माद आनंद सकल वैष्णव संगे कांदे गौरचंद्र. This is the scene explained by this Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Right? When he was repeatedly hearing the verse as was told by Mahaprabhu to Srivas Pandit, his this great unmada, ecstatic mood, it was just increasing and increasing. And within that, he was roaring like a great lion. And that sound had crossed without the attention of everybody, it already reached beyond the material sky to the spiritual sky. Yesterday we are explaining about Advaita Acharya's inviting Mahaprabhu to descend here, and Vaikuntha-adhipati Narayan, he was with Lakshmi in Vaikuntha with a deep sleep, and when Advaita Acharya with Shalagram and Ganga water and Tulasi Manjari was pouring on this Shalagram and praying Lord to come, in which way? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry, while coming here with this Vande Bharat Express 10 hours in that closed, AC chamber, it is badly affected my throat. I could not utter the words or this holy name. I am sorry. It was yesterday, or His Holiness Indradivna Swami was shouting like anything. Day before in, that Atapalli, and yesterday here. So I was very much pleased. I had it and have his association in Puri and in Bhubaneswar and in Vrindavan, in Mayapur itself. But we are not like them. They are the really gift of Srila Prabhupada to us. And we are the most fallen souls just to follow them. So similarly, here Mahaprabhu is telling, Vrindavan is telling, when Advaita Acharya made this roaring sound with Mahamantra, it just disturbed the rest of Krishna or Mahavishnu in Vaikuntha. And he thought, Nada is roaring so much. Advaita Acharya's name is Nada. Nada is roaring so much, I can't have a nice sleep here. I have to go to the material world to just give this prem to others and to release this prem. Similarly, here when Nityananda Prabhu roared like lion, it just tossed this, the spiritual world. And accordingly, he was just so heavily falling to the ground. Those who are there, including Mahaprabhu, they thought the bones are becoming very peace and peace and peace. So heavily he was dashed to the ground. In this way, all are praying to the Lord. Oh Lord Krishna, please save him. Oh Lord Krishna, please save him. He was that Nityananda, not different from Lord Balaram. In this way, he is rolling on the ground like anything, Lord Nityananda. And his entire body was covered with his own transcendental, that water coming through his eyes, both the eyes. And when he saw Vishwambar in front of him, he was just with, he was breathlessly is breathing like that. And in his deepest region of heart, he is getting pleasure, and outwardly he is having ha 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 ha. He's laughing, sing Vishwambara. Then what he is doing? Few moments he was dancing, few moments he was singing, few moments he was raising his hands, remaining mad with the dance. And with that, what he was doing? We know how to dance with our single legs, up, down, up, down. But with the two legs combined, he was jumping up and down with very much big height, which was surprise to everybody. So try to do your Sankirtan dance and spurt with joining two legs up. You see how it was ecstatic with Lord Nityananda, and you are getting the mercy of Lord Nityananda without single leg dance and jump with two legs combined. Let us see how pleasurable it is and interesting it is. It is the same Nityananda. When it was just going on, seeing this very, very ecstatic dance and everything, all were pleased. But Mahaprabhu told, this is the Nityananda, non-different from Lord Balaram, and how is dancing with two legs closed, jumping like anything. Seeing this, all the Vaishnavas and Gaurachandra cried like anything. Because that is the real mood of a devotee. You are crying, no doubt, but out of distress, not with holiness. No. When prema will come, it will make you cry. Cry means incessantly, no stoppage, not at all. It will continue and continue like Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu is crying, tears are rolling from his eyes. How? Just coming like this, fountain. Not with the leaves, fountain. Thousands of fountains are coming from his eyes like Mother Ganges is flowing. It was explained to me by one great sadhu of years 92 till 95 years in our Salapur area of Kendrapada district. He was a worshipper of Lord Binod Bihari. His ancestor Prananath Sen, he was a devotee of Supreme Lord Krishna. He wanted to worship Supreme Lord, but he has no deity with him. In the night, in that place, himself Krishna came in dream and told him, you please come to the Baitarani river. There is one Dasaswamedh Ghat, bathing place. You please come to the naval deep water and some stone will touch your leg. And that is the stone from which you can make a deity of mine. He went, and it was Mughal period, Muslim ruling period. Ultimately, when he reached to the knee-deep, current was heavy in that Baitarani river. So out of fear, he just came out. Again the same dream came. Don't fear, I am with you. Just go naval deep, not knee deep. You will definitely touch a stone. She went to the naval deep. It was a very huge stone, heavy. He could not lift it. He just informed the Mughal ruler, please help me. I had a dream and I want to make a deity of my dear Krishna and I can't lift it, so please help me. That time they are very much honoring to the sadhus. So that Mughal ruler gave some of his, sent some of his, staffs, go and where the sadhu is doing, detect it and bring it out. They brought that huge stone from that Dasaswamedh Ghat of Baitarani river, then put in his ashram. Thereafter he thought, how can I make this deity from this huge stone? Immediately dream came, like to Indra, what do you call it, I forget, but the name of King Indradivna, king in Puri. Similarly here dream came, the real carver, stone carver will come and do it, don't worry. And similarly like Puri, a very old, lean and thin, a gentle old man came. He is not able to walk also. Then this Prananath Sen was surprised. He is not able to move himself. How he can do the deity? Anyhow, it is Lord's desire. So he gave him the room and the stone and all the carving materials. He made a very fine deity of Binod Bihari. His name is Binod Bihari. Thereafter he brought son, this Radharani with Binod Bihari, established it. And thereafter, before this Prananath Sen, they are the descendants of Sivanand Sen. When Sivananda Sen was coming to have darshan of Mahaprabhu in Puri with all his associates and Nityananda, everybody, that Sivananda Sen's Mahaprabhu, he was always carry the, the wooden deity of Mahaprabhu always with him. That wooden deity of Mahaprabhu is still there in Radha Binod Bihari temple, where Prananath Sen was worshipped. Then this Haridas Sen, whom I met, he was 92 years old. He was worshipping in this way. There is their parampara is there. So similarly, that deity was there, and this Haridas Sen always giving good worshipping, offering everything to him. He has so much pastimes there, and they have the original records of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's handwriting letters. They are not giving to anybody. They are telling it may be missing, but they had kept it. So they are the places where Lord had manifested his Leela. Similarly, seeing this, the very great, gigantic form of Lord Nityananda or Mahasankarshan, all were surprised. It is not a mood of any common man. And it has its heavy, big waves like just boat. And how it is, like during the annihilation period, in the sea, you see the very, very big waves are coming. And it was broadcasted somewhere near Japan. There will be so much wave will come, its height will be not less than 90 feet. You see that Mahaprabhu, it is coming, not yet. It will expected to come. But this inundation and this heavy wave of Lord Nityananda's merciful, bodily, ecstatic mode in which is rolling and dancing, that mode, it was more than that. And it is just as if Sri Baladev having Mahaprem had appeared, and as Nityananda Prabhu, he is showing the Mahatandava Lila, like Shivji. It is explained by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. And Srimad Mahaprabhu, in this way, he told everybody that this type of Mahaprema Rasa Sindhu was not heard before. And nobody had seen it yet. And it is beyond the expression of the words. And is Mahavisal Bhavochwas. He had explained in that way. So ecstatic mood of Lord Nityananda was. And in this way, he just not confined himself within Nandanacharya's house or within Navadvip or within the small Brahmanda. It spreaded everywhere, and everybody were inundated with that prem, flood of prem that Lord Nityananda had just spreaded everywhere, and all were benefited by releasing that real prem. Prem Pradata Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Prem Purushottama Sri Gauranga ki jai. So in this way, there are so many other items. We can just explain it tomorrow, so that I do not know the way to express you, the way the words are just fixed by Acharyas and Srila Gurudev and Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, because these are only things to be just realized. If you will just chant the holy name offenselessly and by the mercy of dear devotees of the Lord, then you can release it. Other it is beyond expression. Still, I had expressed something which is not actually just giving you real taste of it. That's why I am begging apology from all of you. If please pray Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda Prabhu, Radha, Madan Mohan and Swayam Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Devi to help you, so that tomorrow we can release better and more the transcendental divine pastimes of Lord Nityananda. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki, Jai Srila Gurudev ki, Jai Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Jai जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन देव की, जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निदाई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। If any question or comments you can give, otherwise we'll wind up the topic here. Very good.